Carolyn. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Domestic violence happens even more than you may know. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 7 men are victims. In fact, in 2019 in Michigan, Michigan State Police were made aware of more than 57,000 incidents. There were also 44 reported domestic violence murders. This is all according to the group National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. One continuing story we've followed here on 7 has been documented in the book Finding Nicole. And as 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner shows us, Hollywood is here making that book into a movie to help reach more people.
This production has been going on for weeks. This battle has been going on for years.
Marker. Action.
This starts out as a Hollywood love story. A young couple marries and has 2 kids. Then it turns very dark and violent. In 2009, Nicole Beverly tried to leave her abusive husband, as she told us in a previous story.
He proceeded to hit me with shoes, his fists, he kicked me, and then he ended up holding a gun to my head.
Nicole's now ex-husband Kevin is in prison. For the movie, the husband's name will be Warren. The violent scenes are still to be filmed. Mari G gets to play the heavy and will do it thinking about his own daughter.
It really grounds you into that, and it's like you become something that's not even in you to be that way. You know, I don't act that way to anybody.
Netflix courted Nicole for her story, but Harley Walken had a mutual attorney friend with Nicole and wanted to take on this project. It will include how to get help. He's the director, co-writer, who was a child of domestic abuse at the hands of his father.
The kids, they get forgotten in these things, and it is pretty traumatic. For me, it's different because I grew up my whole life not talking about this.
His wife plays Nicole. There's a lot of pressure to get this right.
And it's jarring. It's a tearjerker. It's the stuff that has happened to her. You can't even make this up.
Nicole's life story is still being written. Her efforts to get an abuser registry, like the sex offender registry, died for lack of action in the legislature. More abuse shelters are needed. One win, a new law to keep victims' addresses, driver's licenses, and professional licenses kept confidential.
It took us almost 7 years to get the address confidentiality bill passed.
Get this, Nicole's ex-husband is in prison until 2030 after attempting to hire ex-cons to kill her and their 2 kids. On the Michigan State Police website, the first incidents of domestic violence are misdemeanors. That's a continuing fight for Nicole.
Because if a stranger assaults me, they're going to get more time. They're going to face harsher consequences than if my spouse or my boyfriend or my girlfriend assault me.
This production schedule is very ambitious to wrap and have everything done in the can by the Cannes Film Festival next February. In Oakland County, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.